in the western region. That's good, and we give credit for that.
Hold on there.
One hardball talk-up channel boss.
And the leader of the opposition, Andrew Holness, joins us live this evening to give us his take. And we start off with the most difficult question that ever asked of him. What did you like about the speech?
That's truly a difficult question. No, the speech had some goodies, notably, of course, the increasing of the the age for the benefit of persons for NHT. That's one, and the establishment of a medical facility and oncology center. That's good, and the establishment of a hospital in the western region. That's good, and we give credit for that.
Well, let's turn to the IMF talks. The Prime Minister says you're in no position to complain because the administration of which you were a part was to blame. Why should Jamaicans accept your criticism, given your own troubles meeting the 5 candidates?
I think the Prime Minister is missing the moment. This moment requires leadership. The country has a sense that all the indications are going in the wrong direction. People want reassurance. People want to know that there is somebody at the helm who has a sense of direction. The speech should have been about hope, motivation, confidence, instead of blame and same political regurgitation. So,
I mean, the audacity.
What can go so?
The audacity. This is the same person, ladies and gentlemen, that has been blaming the PNP for every single thing that is going wrong in his government right now. In Jamaica, the road, everything that is wrong in Jamaica, the man blame the People's National Party. And this man said this? Well, let's continue. I just struck gold. This is crazy.
I'm not going to join the Prime Minister in that. I will say, however, that the Prime Minister is now in charge of the country. And all of these things are happening on her watch. And she should deal with them effectively instead of trying to blame the opposition.
London 45, thank you so much for sharing this. This is I'm going to do a whole live stream on this. Now, this is golden. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Here's one that I really want to ask. Will the political culture ever change where ministers are responsible for their portfolios and we don't have to hear from the Prime Minister?
Well, that's not a good question, if I may say so. The culture in the Westminster system is that the Prime Minister is ultimately responsible, and the Prime Minister should speak and should lead, as it is in any country. Yes, ministers do have their responsibilities, but the truth is, it is the Prime Minister that is responsible. I think what Jamaicans are...
That means that everything will go wrong under this government is you. Cut mode, kill, cut Jamaica.
Emotional damage.
This is golden.
Saying is that they don't necessarily want to have a Prime Minister that is always talking. But when there is a sense that things are not going in the direction that they want it to go, people want to hear reassurance. They want to hear that the Prime Minister has a grasp of what is happening and a direction. That ensures confidence. And especially for the business sector, people want to know that the Prime Minister has a handle on the economy itself, because the Prime Minister makes the ultimate decisions, and we would have loved to hear that from the speech.
And speaking of hearing, her advisor Delana Franklin says she didn't address some issues because of time.
Well, time is always a constraint. It's always very difficult on the conference floor, but you should prioritize. As I said, the moment now that the nation wants is to hear their Prime Minister declare a direction, not a compilation of all the small things and taking credit for things that...
Small things. Yo, hold up, man. This is a teachable moment. No, I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Small things. Small things. Did this man just say small things? Let me show you the small things that Andrew wants to start. And it seems we have to do a revision on this. Alright? The IMF. This is the IMF website. And this doesn't get any old. Look at the small things that Andrew wants to start. After a debt exchange in 2010, and yet another IMF-supported program that went off track in 2011. The country was on the verge of what? Economic meltdown with no access to international capital market. Jamaica once again turned to the IMF in spring 2013 for financial support, with its preceding weak track record coming from the Jamaica Labour Party. Significant budget financing from international and development partners was less forthcoming. Jamaica needed a second debt exchange and a primary surplus of 7.5% of GDP to help stabilize the economy and address the long-standing structural challenges. What is going on right here?
What can go so?
Mama P left the economy in such a better condition that Andrew Holness, Nigel Clark, and the one from, when name again? 5 in 4. You remember? She left it in such a good space that the man them dropped the 5 in 4 promise that they never attained. They were so giddy because of all the fiscal space that was being created and the fiscal papers and the rules and everything that the PNP implemented into law, ladies and gentlemen, with the advice of the IMF and other entities locally. It was a whole team of people, right? Independent minds that were brought into the fray. Mark Golden was at the center of it, where legislation is concerned. Big up to the finance minister at the time. And here this man give Mama P basket to carry water when the economy was on the verge of economic meltdown. Imam Bruce Golden give Mama P basket to carry water, and the man talk about say the lady mustn't mention and blame game, and she's the one that is responsible no matter what them do before. And this is the same man that blames the PNP for everything that is wrong and go back 70 years, go back 40 years. This is incredible. This is incredible.
The opposition has done, which is part of the hypocrisy. The opposition is being blamed for the economy, but yet the projects of the opposition.
It is hypocrisy. Oh my God.
Embarrassing.
We need some
Oh
milk.
my God. This is hypocrisy. Putting the country on the verge of economic meltdown with no access to the international market. This is hypocrisy. Oh, and I'm telling you, this video is gold. Man, shout out to London. Big up God. No, big up God. This gives me another reason to show this article. The gall, the audacity.
Their prime minister declare a direction, not a compilation of all the small things and taking credit for things that the opposition has done, which is part of the hypocrisy. The opposition is being blamed for the economy, but yet the projects of the opposition are being used to fill out the list of achievements.
What projects is being used to fill out the achievements? You mean bringing the country into disrepute with the IMF and the international capital market? Yo, this man is evil, bro. I'm sorry. This man is pure evil.
Can't have it both ways. I
This
would
man is
say
pure evil.
that with the difficulties that the country is now experiencing, people are frustrated, people are realizing that promises made are not being kept, people are realizing that the problems that were being experienced.
Jamaica, hear this man about promises made that is not kept. How much promise Andrew making at the last election? And Hurricane Melissa come and he make an excuse. He's supposed to give the people them $2,500 on them pay. Right? The minimum wage. And he give them $1,000. Hey, man. Hey, listen, bro. Yo.
Experienced under the previous administration are the same problems now, so they are not party specific, they are fundamental institutional problem. People want to hear something that is motivational, inspirational, transformational. People want to be lifted and given hope, and I think this speech did not do that.
Alas, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
The opposition leader, Andrew Holness, for joining us on Prime Time.
We need some milk.
Man, bro. This man is something else, bro.
Was the me pen police him tap my mother and carry me to my mother chat. He say one night my mother go a coronation market. You know, say the me pen police him tap my mother and carry my mother go down the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that day vote for, so that they ain't get. At that day vote for, so that they ain't get chat. Andrew Holness me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew Holness. Chatting is say we make we country in a bandit chat.
Emotional damage. Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Lord Jesus. Why Pastor Peter Chambers want them but any analyst? Mighty God.
He say one night my mother go a coronation market. You know, say the me pen police him tap my mother and carry my mother go down the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that day vote for, so that they ain't get. At that day vote for, so that they ain't get chat. Andrew Holness me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew Holness. Chatting is say we make we country in a bandit.
We make we country in a bondage. Lady, the truth shall set you free. Labourites, wake up. Wanna put the country in a bondage. When you vote for Andrew. Mighty God. Play that again. No.
He say one night my mother go a coronation market.
Yes.
Me pen police him tap my mother and carry my mother go down the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that day vote for, so that they ain't get.
Yes.
At that day vote for, so that they ain't get chat.
Yes.
Andrew Holness me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew Holness.
Yes.
Chatting is say we make we country in a bandit because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew Holness. Chatting is say we make we country in a Andrew Holness. Chatting is say we make we country in a bandit chat. He say we the me my mother and carry my mother go down the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that day vote for, so that they ain't get. At that day vote for, so that they ain't get chat. Andrew Holness me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew Holness. Chatting is say we make we country in a bandit chat.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Reads shoot to kill advice to the police. National Security Minister Chamber reads shoot to kill advice to the police. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang is again encouraging members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) to shoot to kill when confronted by armed criminals. Dr. Chang says there are criminals who are shooting at police officers at checkpoints. Against that background, he is urging police officers to use their training to defend themselves. The National Security Minister was speaking Friday at the annual Alaska Jamaica Constabulary Force Award ceremony held in St. Andrew. Last year, Dr. Chang came under criticism by civil rights groups for making a similar statement where he urged cops to shoot to kill. These advocacy groups were concerned as they said the statement could be interpreted as a tacit approval of extra. Chamber reads shoot to kill
People. No, me have to go back to this.
Chat. He say one night my mother go a coronation. He say me pen police him tap my mother and carry my mother go down the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that day vote for, so that they ain't get.
How you do that? original video when I go to see that?
Night, my mother go a coronation market. You know, say me pen police him tap my mother. And carry my mother go down the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. At that they vote for, so that they ain't get chat. Andrew Holness me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew because me the things say better we country when me vote for Andrew Holness. Chatting is say we make we country in a bandage.
Yes.
As a labor, no, me no labor right now PMP again. But look into it me. As a retired labor right, they need to say we mash up we country. Because how can somebody go market, us in a hot sun, rain and sinking go market, and you come up with a lot of people. And I go talk about eating goods. Come on, man, people are hustler. And Holness, they need to go down. Money, dirty people. You say, one night, my mother go a court.
No, Jamaica, the woman say she want retired labor.
As a labor, no, me no labor right now PMP again. But look into it me. As a retired labor right, they need to say we mash up we country. Because how can somebody go market, us in a hot sun, rain and sinking go market, and you come a call a lot of people. And I go talk about eating goods. Come on, man, people are hustler. And Holness, they need to go down. Man, dirty police friend them.
Yes.
Chat.
Jamaica, there is a show retired labor.
The labor,
Yo, this are the highlight of the night. Let's say we are done after this. We can't pass it 2 hour mark. Jamaica, the woman say she's a retired labor.
But look into it me. As a retired labor right,
yes.
So we mash up we country. Because how can somebody go
people like share and subscribe. Like share and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. The labor right never retire. The labor right never retire, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the only thing in our comment section.